Hi everybody, welcome back to Sew Like Dotty. It is Sunday. I know that you'll see this a little bit later in the week, but I just wanted to jump on. I'm at the studio, as you can see today. It's about 3 o'clock on a Sunday afternoon. We've had a t-shirt making session and then I've made a t-shirt. I just thought I'd catch up with you and tell you what I've been up to this week. So yeah, if you're new to my channel, I'm Alison. This is Sew Like Dotty. It's a general sewing, chatty sort of a channel, and I do teach some sort of beginners dressmakers sessions as well. So I'm wearing the Nell t-shirt dress today. This is probably the first one I made, a bit of a toile in it. I don't think it's my most perfect one. I devised my own pattern for long sleeves, which are pants compared to Jane's marvellous one. So what I'm going to do with this one, I've worn this and shared it with you before. This fabric was from First for Fabrics, but it's quite a thin jersey, so I've decided that I'm going to make this into the short sleeve one. So it'll look a bit like that. I'm trying to get into spring sort of clothing, so obviously I'm going to recut it, but I think I'll just be able to overlay the pattern piece on it, cut it off and move this further up. So that was one of my plans while I was here, but I've run out of time, so I think I might do that on Thursday night when I'm here. I shared this fabric with you a few weeks ago that I got for the studio. It's from Pound Fabrics. I couldn't resist it. It's gorgeous. A jersey, one of the girls has made a t-shirt in it today, so I did order 3 meters for myself. I'm not in a fabric band, but I'm trying to be a bit much more mindful about what I want to do. But again, just thinking about this for like spring, summer, to make another t-shirt dress like this, because you might have figured this out by now, like I absolutely adore this pattern. So where's the t-shirt one gone? So this is the t-shirt dress that Jane launched with the short sleeve version, and I'm just thinking heading into spring, summer, these are going to be an absolute staple of my wardrobe, but rather than long sleeve, do some sort of shorter sleeves. So I've just looked at the length of the underarm. I've measured the underarm of the pattern. I've measured where I want that to come to cover up my arms here. I've just extended it by about 1 inch for me, so that the ribbing's still going to fall above my elbow, but I'll have that puffy sleeve. So yeah, I'm really pleased with this fabric. It's lovely, from Pound Fabrics. I think it's £2.75 a metre. And I've got some sort of Air Force blue ribbing that tones in really well with that, so that might be a catch-up on next week's vlog. Please tell me if you're sick of seeing me make the same thing. I can't help it. I totally love that dress. Last year I lived in probably sapphire trousers and billy jumpers, and this year I've really enjoyed dressing up in dresses with leggings under or my snag tights, keeping warm and cosy, but feeling, I mean, trousers are feminine as well, but just a bit more feminine for me. And I should say, I keep looking at myself thinking, oh my God, you've not flicked your hair out or done anything. But we had friends up to stay last night. We were at Alan Carr in Newcastle for the gig. If you're not in the UK, Alan Carr's a British comedian. Oh, absolutely hilarious. But this morning I was kind of, yeah, just have a shower, pull some things on. So yeah, being massively groomed and made up wasn't one of my priorities today. You guys know me, you don't mind. So oops, I've just made, this is the t-shirt that the guys have been making today, because I don't know what the right thing is. Jane from the Dressmaker's Closet and I have an agreement, an arrangement that we made where the students can make the short sleeve Nell t-shirt. So I thought I would try it out in this fabric, which is the same one from Pound Fabrics, just in a different colourway. When I was saying, oh, it was because I've just, you know, when you find an overlocker thread that's through your seam, I just need to snip that off. The reason I've made this is I've got a rust coloured cord poppy pinafore, which is the same pattern brand, at home, but I've not got as many things to put under it, so I thought, oh, I'm just going to knock this up today because I think it'll look quite cute, but it'd also give me a chance to try out the shorter sleeves. I've probably made this in an hour since the girls went home, so I'm hopefully going to wear that under the pinafore tomorrow, so I'll try and get a picture and I'll drop it in when I edit this so you can see that. So that is it for that pattern combination. That's the t-shirt there. It's such a lush feminine t-shirt. I love it. I feel really nice in it and I love the fit of it. So what else have I been making? So I've also made, I shared this with you last week, the Peppermint Magazine free jersey dress, which I've made before. It is meant to have a ribbed cuff and hem, but I'd just make it without that. So I just put the ribbon around the neck. So what I might do is just pause this and go and slip this on, and then you can actually see it on me. There we go, speedy outfit change. So it's a raglan sleeve, yeah, and it is meant to have a cuff, but I just don't find it sort of, I mean, I've not got the smallest wrist in the world, I'm not going to lie, but I don't really feel like there's anything to pull into a cuff that would benefit it. I might make, like looking at the sleeve length, I might do it an inch or so longer the next time I do this. But this literally, I think I cut it on the morning before I went to work. I spent half an hour, you sew in all the raglan sleeve sections, then put the neckband in, and then literally just go from here and round to here. So this is a free pattern from Peppermint Magazine that you can download, or, you know, make a donation. I usually tend to do that. I've extended it so it's probably just under my knee. I'll drop a full length picture in and you can see it. I'm not a shift dress person at all. They don't tend to suit me. But in this stretch fabric, it really does. I got this fabric from Pound Fabrics probably last October or so. Yeah, it's really nice, quite warm, not too high on the neckline. Really like it. So, final thing that I've done this week. Feels like a busy week this week. I feel like I've achieved a lot this week, which is really good. And I have got part-time hours agreed at work. I nearly kind of went, like Sammy the Seal. If you're new to my channel, you're going to want to think, who's this? So a while ago, I'd made the Dixie dress I made it in a chambray denim, in a plain, without a pattern, just like Jane's is there. And I adore this dress. I absolutely adore it. And then when we were at the Knitting and Stitching show at Harrogate, I got this needle cord, and it's from a fabric company called Dots and Stripes, which you can order online in the UK. They've still got it in. And I think I said to you guys last week that I just wasn't happy with how it looked. There's nothing wrong with the pattern. I love the pattern. But for me, in the floral, it just felt a bit Nan's 90 rather than dress. So I did order some more, and then I was sitting the other night and I thought, what is it that I'm not liking about it? Because I was about to unpick the bodice and make an indigo bodice and then put the sleeves into it. And I thought, actually, at the moment, it's the ruffle. It just maybe for me felt like too much in this fabric. So when you do the neckline, you can probably see on Jane's picture, it's finished with bias binding. So I unpicked the bias binding, which was made out of the cord. I took the ruffle off and I reattached the bias binding, and then I wore it for work the next day. So I'm not entirely sure that I'm 100% happy with it, but I'd made it a month ago and I hadn't worn it, and that's always an indicator to me that I'm just not reaching for it. And I was thinking, why am I not reaching for this when I reach for the chambray one all of the time? And I just think it was, for me, it was just a little bit too much. But I do love the flexibility of patterns, you know, that I quite like to hack them. This was just taking a collar off, it wasn't really a hack. I may redo it, but I do actually really like the sort of leather effect vintage buttons that I'd put on it and things. So there's lots of things I really like about it. It's warm, it's cozy, and yeah, actually, do you know what? I don't even need to overthink it anymore. I'm really happy with it, but it just means I've got a metre of the fabric that I don't know what I'm going to do with now. But I'm sure I'll come up with a cunning plan. So that was just a little alteration rather than anything else. So what am I doing for the rest of the week? Obviously, I've got that dress that I talked about that I was going to make. And not this week coming up, but the next week, you might have already seen Jane share a challenge on Instagram. There are some prizes, so if you're not sure, look for the Dressmaker's Closet. All around the Ava blouse, which isn't a new pattern, it's a pattern that's currently available. And you know, if you do want to download any of Jane's patterns and buy them, I do have an affiliate link in my comments. you can pop in there. So we've all chosen some fabric from Minerva that's been gifted to us from Minerva. So these are all Minerva exclusive fabrics, the viscose challis, and I think all of us might have picked, all 8 or 9 of us have picked a different print. This is mine and I am in love with it. So with Valentine's Day this week, I think love is in the air. What do you make of this beautiful fabric? How fabulous is it? So I've got 2 meters, and the pattern is 1.8 to 2 meters depending on size. I have made it before, but not in something with as much drape as this. And I chose this because I love it, but also I have got the purple cord pinafore that I made, so I thought this will go under there. I've got some chambray trousers, wide legs Suero from the Suero set trousers, so I thought this will go with that. And I'm also probably going to make a denim skirt, and I thought this will go with that. So yeah, I'm going to get this cut out and that'll be ready to go. So I love it. I really genuinely love this fabric. I'm so pleased with it. And I've seen the fabrics that the other brand ambassadors have picked, and we've all picked really different ones. And I've not looked at any of them and thought, they're all so nice. So yeah, check out Minerva Viscose Challis. Absolutely gorgeous. It's maybe like a really big print for me, this one. But I love it. It's got all the colours in that are me. Sort of the pale blue, the pale pink, all of my faves. Goes with my nails, look. I mean, I didn't deliberately get my nails done to match my fabric, but you know, why not? So yeah, God, that feels like a whistle stop. I don't think I was on warp factor speed, was I? Granny Linda Soles usually tells me when I'm too fast and I need to slow down. So hello Linda and Alan, because I know he's always watching as well. Yeah, so have another lovely week. Happy that I'm gonna, in about a month's time, I'm going from 37 to 30 hours, which will just give me a lot more time to deal with everything else that's going on in life. And I also was thinking, sort of in that time scale, maybe about 6 weeks time, would there be anything else, like in terms of content from me? Is there anything else that you would like? You chat to me a lot in the comments and I absolutely love that. So not that I'm an expert, there are people with many, many more skills than me, but in terms of content, is there anything else that you would like to see from me? Drop me a message in the comments if there is. Otherwise, have a fabulous week, guys, and I will see you very soon. Bye for now.